Did you know that David Johansen, the legendary frontman of the New York Dolls, has been secretly battling stage 4 cancer and a brain tumor? A true rock icon, Johansen helped shape punk rock, inspired generations of musicians, and led an extraordinary career that spanned decades. But now he faces his most challenging battle yet. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into his early life, rise to fame, and his heartbreaking health struggles. Stick around as we uncover the story of a rock legend whose spirit continues to shine despite overwhelming adversity. Born on January 9, 1950, in Staten Island, New York, David Roger Johansen grew up in a household that blended creativity, discipline, and musical passion. His father, who worked as an insurance salesman, had a background in opera singing, exposing young David to the beauty and depth of music at an early age. His mother, a librarian, nurtured his curiosity and love for knowledge. This mix of influences would later shape his unique artistic persona. From a young age, David had an undeniable love for performance. Growing up in the cultural melting pot of New York City, he was deeply influenced by the blues, rock and roll, and the British invasion sound that was sweeping America. He was drawn to the raw, rebellious energy of artists like the Rolling Stones, the Stooges, and the Kinks. Unlike many of his peers who pursued conventional careers, Johansen felt destined for the stage. As a teenager, he started playing in local bands, most notably the Vagabond Missionaries, which allowed him to hone his stage presence and vocal skills. The New York music scene of the late 1960s was an explosion of creativity, with underground clubs brimming with talent. It was in this electric atmosphere that David Johansen would take his first steps toward stardom. In 1971, Johansen co-founded the New York Dolls, a band that would forever change the landscape of rock and roll. Alongside Johnny Thunders, Sylvan Sylvain, Arthur Kane, and Billy Mercia, he crafted a sound that was loud, defiant, and unapologetically raw. The Dolls combined the attitude of punk with the glam of rock and roll, creating a style that would later influence generations of artists, from the Sex Pistols to Guns N' Roses. The band's self-titled debut album, released in 1973, was unlike anything else at the time. Songs like Personality Crisis and Trash became underground anthems, celebrated for their rebellious lyrics and electrifying energy. They were brash, flamboyant, and shocking to mainstream audiences. With their wild makeup, high heels, and gender-bending fashion, they broke the mold of traditional rock bands. While they didn't achieve mainstream success during their original run, their impact was undeniable. However, the Dolls were plagued by internal struggles and tragedy. Billy Mercia died from a drug overdose in 1972, and Johnny Thunders and Arthur Kane also later succumbed to addiction-related illnesses. The band's self-destructive lifestyle, combined with commercial struggles, led to their breakup in 1976. But while the band disbanded, David Johansen's career was far from over. Rather than fade into obscurity, Johansen reinvented himself. He embarked on a solo career, showcasing his versatility as an artist. His solo albums, such as David Johansen, 1978, and Here Comes the Night, 1979, demonstrated a broader range of musical influences, from rock to blues and jazz. Then, in the late 1980s, he took on an unexpected persona that would introduce him to an entirely new audience. Reinventing himself as Buster Poindexter, Johansen adopted a slick, lounge lizard image and released the wildly successful hit, Hot Hot Hot. The song became a party anthem, played at weddings, festivals, and celebrations worldwide. It was a stark departure from his punk rock roots, but it proved his ability to adapt and evolve as an artist. During this time, he also dabbled in acting, appearing in films such as Scrooged, 1988, alongside Bill Murray in Let It Ride, 1989. He was a charismatic presence on screen, much like he was on stage. Whether in music or film, Johansen's magnetic personality and larger-than-life energy always stood out. Despite decades in the industry, Johansen never lost his love for performing. In 2004, he reunited with surviving members of the New York Dolls for a series of concerts that reignited interest in the band. The Dolls released new albums, including One Day It Will Please Us to Remember Even This, 2006, proving that their punk spirit was still alive. However, in recent years, Johansen has faced serious health battles. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. His condition worsened, and doctors discovered a brain tumor. Over the past few years, he has undergone multiple treatments, including chemotherapy and surgery. Despite these struggles, he has remained determined and hopeful.
Question, guys. Have you ever considered a custom neon sign? That's today's sponsor, glonio.com. Simply go to their website and click the tab that says Custom Neon Builder, but type your custom neon idea. Wow, looks great. Then, check out, and it will be shipped directly to your door. Use code YouTube to receive 20% off your first order. Again, that's discount code YOUTUBE for 20% off.
In November 2024, tragedy struck again when he suffered a severe fall, breaking his back in 2 places. This left him bedridden and significantly weakened, complicating his treatment process even further. The once vibrant performer, known for his explosive energy on stage, now faces a battle that is far from over. While Johansen's legacy in music is undisputed, his illness has placed a significant financial strain on him and his family. The medical expenses required for ongoing treatments, professional care, and therapy have been overwhelming. As his condition progresses, the costs continue to mount, adding stress to an already difficult situation. To help with costs, his family has partnered with the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, an organization that assists artists in financial need due to medical conditions. Fans and fellow musicians have rallied in support, contributing to fundraising efforts through benefit concerts and online crowdfunding campaigns. Social media has played a crucial role in spreading awareness and encouraging donations. Despite his struggles, Johansen remains deeply grateful. In a heartfelt message he shared, "We've been living with my illness for a long time, but this tumble the day after Thanksgiving really brought us to a whole new level of debilitation. This is the worst." His words reflect the immense challenge he is facing, but also his resilience. Even in adversity, he continues to find strength in the support of his loved ones and fans. David Johansen's influence on rock music is immeasurable. The New York Dolls may not have been chart-topping superstars during their original run, but their impact on punk and glam rock is undeniable. Without them, there would be no Ramones, no Sex Pistols, no Guns N' Roses. They laid the foundation for an entire movement, blending raw energy, rebellious attitude, and flamboyant style in a way that had never been seen before. Beyond his musical contributions, Johansen's ability to reinvent himself, whether as a punk rock frontman, a jazz lounge singer, or a charismatic actor, has proven his artistic genius. His alter ego, Buster Poindexter, introduced him to a broader audience, showcasing his versatility and love for different musical styles. With hits like Hot Hot Hot, he expanded his reach beyond rock, bringing theatrical charm to his performances. Johansen's influence extends beyond his music. His presence in film and television, as well as his bold approach to performance, has left a lasting mark on entertainment. Modern rock artists continue to draw inspiration from his fearless creativity and willingness to push boundaries. Even as he faces serious health challenges, his legacy remains strong, ensuring his influence endures for generations to come. As David Johansen faces the greatest battle of his life, fans and fellow musicians are coming together to show their support. His story is one of resilience, reinvention, and an undying passion for music. If you'd like to contribute to his medical fund, visit the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund website. And if this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on legendary artists and their incredible journeys. Let's keep David Johansen's spirit alive